This is John Voquette with the Newtown Bee, and we are back at the Newtown Municipal Center for the next in our series of outreach videos. Our COVID-19 clip today for Monday is with First Selectman Dan Rosenthal and Newtown Health District Director Donna Culbert. So Dan, let's start with you. A lot has happened since we spoke on video last week. What are the latest updates that you'd like to bring people up to speed on since we talked last?
Thank you, John. Certainly, things are moving quickly. As you know, we did confirm our first case in Newtown yesterday via Code Red. That's certainly something we long anticipated and have been preparing for. We're very focused on this. We do expect there'll be more cases, but as I mentioned on that phone call, how many really is dependent on us sticking with the protocols that the CDC, the State Department of Public Health, our local health director have been putting out, basically pushing social distancing, hand washing, and what have you. We're also digesting the governor's latest executive order, which basically, asked that non-essential businesses cease operating, at least, for the next 30 days to try to, again, still force that whole social distancing. So we're certainly digesting a lot. And then, of course, rejiggering our staff is necessary. So the business of the town will continue. We are taking the social distancing process seriously. So we are working on, some rotating staff and things like that, again, just to try to create more breathing room here in the office. But certainly the town is active. We remain focused on this, and that will not change.
Very good. Donna, your first case was logged, but of course it's a foregone conclusion that there'll probably be more. What are a couple of the most important reminders you want to talk to people about?
Well, yes, exactly that. We've had one confirmed case so far. It's reasonable to expect there'll be more. I think just as important is the fact that there's likely cases that hopefully have mild illness, may not be tested and reported, so people need to remain vigilant about all their personal precautions, hand washing, disinfecting common surfaces, those kind of things. The other thing I really want to emphasize is that people need to be careful about how they manage their home environment, continue those same personal precautions, but also separating well people from sick people in the home and doing that disinfection. The home environment, is the people that you're the most familiar with, the most likely to be able to transmit virus. So we really want to be careful at the home that we limit who's ill and not continue that transmission.
Yeah, for the first time late last week, we saw you actually issue your own health district documentation that reminded people about reducing the possibility of infection, and a lot of that information is really comprehensive. Folks can locate that on your website.
Yes, on our website, we have several really good links, and I think you've been really great about putting a lot of that information on the Bee as well.
Very good. So Dan, in the coming days, obviously, it's going to be businesses that are probably hit the hardest, although it looked like the governor's list of businesses that are qualified to stay open is pretty
It's fairly broad. So certainly our restaurants can still continue with to-go, hardware store. There are a number of, landscaping. There's a whole long list that's on the DECD website. But with the, businesses obviously having to scale back, there's many people that have been laid off and many within our community. So I do anticipate that the demands on our Human Services Department will grow. Also our Economic and Community Development Department. So I want to make sure that I'm staying fluid there in terms of my, I'm contemplating how I repurpose staff, just to make sure that from a resident perspective, whether it be a business or, a resident, that there's someone there to listen and someone there to try to guide them. So, there's certainly things are moving quickly, but the town has not forgotten people.
Very good. We'll be back in a few more days with another outreach video. In the meantime, people can get up to the minute information and updates through newtown-ct.gov. Just click on the banner at the top of the page for the COVID-19 updates, or check the Newtown Health District page. You can also go to newtownbee.com. We're attempting as best we can to mirror all the information and partner with the town to be able to bring all that information to you in that venue as well. Also, please consider following the Newtown Bee's Facebook page and Twitter accounts, as well as our YouTube account, where you can see this video, and our Instagram page. We continue to staff the Newtown Bee, and we'll continue to bring you that information as it develops 24/7. Thanks. This is the last in our COVID-19 clip for today.
Thank you, John, and thank you to the Newtown Bee.
Thank you.